So my dude's Valkyrja. If you have PlayStation Plus and you didn't know, you can grab this. It came out to $3.29. I don't know if it's going to be a recurring thing for PlayStation Plus. I would assume it's going to be, but it includes 20 Heroes Wit, 15 Enhancement Ore, 50,000 more, and 2 Fragile Resin. With that being out of the way, I do want to talk about exclusives, console exclusives and stuff like that for Genshin Impact, and how I think it's not a good thing. Obviously, I'm not complaining too much because I get 2 Fragile Resin. But I do realize very much that it's not a good thing, and I do want to talk about today. So here, I'm going to be taking my Fragile Resin for a walk, and I'm going to be going through the domain and getting absolute copium, trying to farm up pieces for Xiao. So I was going to say Ayato, like I had a brain fart, but I'm like, I don't really care about Ayato pieces. I'm happy with Gladiator. But I am definitely trying to farm up pieces for Xiao. I think Xiao is going to do a lot better with this set, although it's going to take me forever to actually get a replacement set. But that's besides the point. Console exclusives. If you guys don't know, there's quite a few console exclusives. There's some console exclusive cosmetics on a Mountain and Leeway to where only PS5 has it. There is the PS5 bow. There is all sorts of stuff where PS5 got Aloy a little bit earlier than everyone else. There's all sorts of console exclusives that go on. Do I think they're good? No. The amount of hate I got for being able to get Aloy early was tremendous. The amount of hate I got for the bow only working on console, even though, in all transparency, nobody uses that damn bow. Even if the bow did work on other platforms, nobody would use it. Everybody was just mad to be mad, as usual. Nobody uses that stupid bow. It's really bad. Cosmetically, it looks nice. It definitely fits Aloy's aesthetic because it's literally her bow from her game. But nobody uses the bow because it's just not very good. Plain simple. It's not a very good weapon. You could better off putting your resources in literally anything else because it's just a bad weapon. People just like to get mad, I guess. But this is a little bit different. This is a different circumstance because this is Fragile Resin. This is directly affecting playtime. Now people that play on console are going to be able to get a very slight but ever-increasing advantage if it's like anything else that's a PlayStation bonus and is a reoccurring thing monthly. They are probably going to be able to get very slight advantages over everything else being free-to-play players. So I do think that this is a little bit more significant than a Predator bow. But in the end, this is kind of for you to decide. For me, I don't really like exclusives. Exclusives always divide communities, and they always just cause a lot of hubbub for what is normally just marketing ploys. And a lot of people can't see the fact that it's a marketing ploy. Instead, they just get mad at the people who are being advantaged in this situation. Which, I mean, it's like, for example, somebody's giving out $10 bills at the park. And you go to the park and get a $10 bill, but your friend goes, why didn't you get me a $10 bill? But I can only get a $10 bill for myself. You had to have been there. Why didn't you go to the park and get a $10 bill? But they're mad that they didn't get the opportunity or they didn't go and get it. So it ends up being a very bad situation because one person is excluded from getting a thing that another person got. And it makes this person have resentment towards the person that got advantaged because that's just the way the world works. And in the end, it's going to cause a lot of hate towards console players because console players get a little something extra while nobody else does. Unnecessary hate towards console players, especially with how, I gotta say it bluntly, with how immature the Genshin community is. I didn't want to say it like that, but I feel like there's no other way to really say it, right? The Genshin community is full of a lot of young people, and it's very, very immature. So with how immature the community is, rather than, saying, oh, this is a marketing thing, kind of sucks I don't get to get it, but, is what it is, they're going to blame people on console for having an advantage that they don't have, especially since this was very hush-hush, because I didn't know about this, and I play on console. I didn't see anything in the news. I didn't see any update, anything like that. But that being said, also, keep in mind, people on console have a much rougher time doing basically anything else. We never got the daily login. That was never available to us, although it was mostly a joke, I know. But it was never available to us. Then web events are terrible on console. Basically, lots of advantages PC and mobile got, we didn't get. And then there's also the fact that the instruments, the harp and all that, just straight up do not work on console. Like, They are very, very, very bad on console, and I cannot stand using them, although I would love to sit there and play music. Playing music on console is absolute copium. Anybody who tries to say it's good, I'm sorry, but you are huffing something. You are huffing some copium, huffing the cocaina. You're doing something because you're not playing the same console I am or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, in the end, TLDW, if you skip it to the end and you just want to know my thoughts on, do I think exclusives are good, bad, whatever? Obviously, exclusives are really bad. I don't like exclusives because they make people hate people unnecessarily because people are too immature to realize that people are just saying, oh, free stuff, thanks. And they're not really thinking too much about it. That's really all there is to it. I don't like exclusives. But in the end, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching as always. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.